On the left side here, this is your data center. عندك physical environment, عندك virtual environment. تقريبا 60-70% من الداتا centers are virtualized today. طيب. Well, is that enough? We face, especially اليوم في الوقت الحالي في الضغط على البادجت والميزانية. هتلاقي it's very hard to get money spent on hardware, on storage. طيب الحل إنه you try to utilize what Microsoft can offer you from infrastructure as a service or platform as a service. So between these two, you pay as you go. شو يعني؟ يعني exactly زي الكهرباء. إذا الكهرباء شغال, you pay for the usage. If you're not using it, then you don't pay for it. And that's one of the key differentiators of the power of cloud. فسواء كنت مهندس وعندك فكرة في راسك أو كنت مهندس وشغال في شركة وعندك great business idea to take forward, this is your chance. If you are a lot of entrepreneurs, and I know a lot of you have this spirit inside, وعندك فكرة بس مش عارف تطلعها تعمل منها فلوس. It is there for you. It's no longer a restriction to have massive compute power at the tips of your fingers. It is there for you. Now, and the difference here is, if you deal with Microsoft, Oracle, IBM, SAP, any software vendor, عاد يبيعك. متى بتشوفه؟ على renewal. In this business, unless you are utilizing the service, the employee, the person who sold you that service is under big question mark. So we are in this together. The strategy here is as follows. On the left side is your data center. On the right side, you got Microsoft Azure. So you get a massive compute power. Massive compute power. We have the largest virtual machine in the industry with their 36 cores. 36 cores, 448 SSD drives. Now that's like the Hummer. مقارنة بأي virtual machine عندك إياها أو physical machine. That's massive. So storage, network, and hybrid. احتمال تسمع كلمة hybrid بعدة وجهات نظر. Hybrid in terms of Microsoft is as follows. إنه عندك one workload نفترض portal. And that same workload ممكن تستفيد من الداتا سنتر اللي عندك وممكن تستفيد من الداتا سنتر في مايكروسوفت. فمثلا بتحط الكمبيوت heavy load on Microsoft data center. And then إذا عندك شيء في privacy في data residency issue something sensitive مثلا الرقم الوطني مثلا رقم الإقامة اسم المواطن. طيب you want to keep this in your local data center. Be it Oracle, be it MySQL, be it SQL. So you run the portal compute power on Microsoft Azure, and whenever it's time to go cross something you want to have in your own data center, then you direct that piece of traffic, do the number of machines in your data center, and give a signal back to Azure site. That's hybrid. Hybrid is one workload utilizing two different data centers. Now, one of the main differentiators of Microsoft Cloud, unlike other cloud providers, is this point. فمثلا لو انت عايز تطلع على مثلا Amazon or Google, you pretty much have to shift and left and go completely. طيب يا اخي انا عندي concern. My business will not support me. انا احتمال انكشف ان انا business how do you take this to cloud? The idea of going gradual is something we can help you with. And we'll look at it in a minute. We take it one step at a time. We will help you to build your own platform as service. What is a platform as service? This idea that you have built, you leave it completely to Microsoft to manage for you. بمعنى لو صار عندك ضغط على البورتال، لو صار عندك ضغط على الابلكيشن، لو صار عندك ضغط على whatever you're working, we'll give you the scalability automatically without you touching it. So we help you on that side. This is a data center. Does your data center look like this? Look at the parking. قارن الباركينج بالداتا سنتر. شوف عدد السيارات الموجودين وحجم الباركنج بحجم الداتا سنتر. Data center of this size is managed by 10 people. 10. Completely automated. And we have over 100 data centers across the world. What? شوف يبقى data centers. You have pretty much automated containers. And we run a lot of business. منهم مثلا Office 365, Bing, Xbox Live. فبالتالي Hotmail, Outlook، وبالتالي موجود عندك في البيت. So you are already on the cloud, whether you know it or not. The solar is very busy, but very quickly you can run almost anything you want in a mainframe and the old Sun stuff, the Spark and the Unix stuff. Otherwise, as long as it's x86 compatible, you can run it. You can run development and testing, you can run integration layer, this block on cloud. You can have your own YouTube running on Azure. You can do your own IoT. IoT is about collecting millions of signals and being able to make the right decision. Can your data center do it? I doubt it. It has to be a massive data center. Big data analysis. If you look at companies like EMC and Dell and HP, they sell you huge, massive appliances and servers. Why do you want to pay all the money while you can do it on the cloud, finish your business and get out and shut down the machine? It is really open. You can run Oracle, you can run SAP, you can run IBM, you can run anything you want on it. Linux, Red Hat, SUSE, it's really open. I'm sure you recognize أغلبية الأيقونز موجودين. Very quickly, what we're saying here, 50% of the business is about 7 to 10% of your time, but it takes that much of your resources. That can shift. It's pretty much sleeping data or data at rest, disaster recovery kind of work. The next thing we can use is the 15%, which is package stuff. If you're using Office, go Office 365. If you're using development and testing with Visual Studio, go online and use the online version. 10% new applications. عندك فكرة؟ طيب start it with cloud. Start now. Don't wait for the hardware. Take it forward. And the last point is your existing business. بدك تطور بالك عليه معلش. إذا مش مستعد. Take a deep breath. However, لو عندك business that spikes، لنفترض مثلا في رمضان عندك spike. لنفترض أثناء المدارس عندك spike. Maybe that piece of the business can go on immediately. You can use the Azure to do failover and disaster recovery, failover and fail back. Make 3 copies for you in your data. If one goes down, you have 2 more copies to use. And you can also do some geo application. يعني لو الداتا سنتر كان completely wiped out، في عندك data center في مكان ثاني to get your information from. A few more slides. بالنسبة للسكيورتي, we have something that's called enterprise within the suite. It does 4 things. أولاً, it does device management. سواء عندك iOS or Android or Windows, it does that. 2, تعمل اللي يسموه multi factor authentication. تماماً زي البنك، لو تدفع على Microsoft SaaS. That's number 2. Number 3 اسمه rights management. لو نفترض عندك CEO أو الفاينانس عامل document nobody should see it. وبالتالي راحت مثلا من أحمد عيسى لأحمد موسى بالغلط. أحمد موسى ما لازم يفتحها. لما يكون عندك rights management, there is no way you will open it. رقم 4, which is the best piece here, is advanced threat analytics. اللي هو بينظر على اليوزر نيم and password. لنفترض حضرتك جالس معنا اليوم. How do you know if somebody is using your password right now and doing things on your behalf? صار في situations في البلد انه واحد عم يبعث ايميل للجنرال مانجر وعم يرسلها للفاينانس ديبارتمنت وعم يقول له حول $50,000 للحساب الفلاني. وعملها على عدد اسابيع. طلع $4 مليون. ولا الجي ام حاسس ولا الفاينانس جاي is doubting. ولما جلس الفاينانس مع الجي ام ريفيوينج ذا نمبرز قال ربك يحول انت $4 مليون. لا مش هو. لا مش هو. دخل على موجود بايميل. Somebody took over the GM password and ordered this. إذا بتشوف في السعودية the biggest hackers that happen in the country, it has to do with the password. Somebody أخذ الباسورد تبع الاي تي ديبارتمنت. طيب حط عليها موديفايد اوثنتيكيشن، حط عليها ادفانسد اناليسيس حتى تعرف انه في اثنين داخلين في نفس الوقت are using the password. كيف تعرف لو واحد دخل من ايران وعم بيستخدم نفس الباسورد تاعك at this moment? How do you know? You can't tell. How do you know if somebody from Russia and Nigeria is using your password? There's nothing you can do. Advanced analytics immediately reflect لو في عندنا حد داخل في وقت غلط فرضا في الليل او داخل من جيوغرافي مختلفه من بلد ثاني. That is run on Azure. Another last one is operational management suites. It basically manages and runs many things for you. It sits in the middle between your data center سواء كان في VMware او OpenStack او Microsoft او Linux. سواء عم تستعمل STC او local hoster او Amazon.com او عم تستخدم Azure. It sits in the middle and gives you the entire 360 view. شو عم يصير عندك في الداتا سنتر وشو عم يصير على الفيرتشوال ماشينز. The fourth thing it does is log analytics سواء كان من security point of view او operations point of view. يعني you can go and run analytics to see what happened at a certain time at a certain date في السكريبت ومين غيره. You can go and ask why are you changing this? The beauty here انه هو عباره عن dashboard. فيك تخليه عندك على البيك سكرين في الاوفيس especially the security guys and they can look at their active directory, what's going on with it. They can look at the servers, they can look at the VMs, and I can tell you عندك security update has not been installed. عندك this many illegal logins or people trying to log into your network. عندك this many PCs and there's an odd PC عم يحاول يدخل عليك. It's a very very comprehensive log analytics. Automation اللي هو عباره عن اعاده يسموه robots where you can run at a certain time of the day to get things done for you. So take the repetition out of your work. Availability بالنسبه للديزاستر ريكفري. فلنفترض حابب تعمل disaster recovery من الرياض لجبل. You can use operation management suite عن طريق Azure to do this replication fail over and fail back free. أو فيك تعمل disaster recovery في Azure and it does that management for you. The last one, of course, is the security, where you will definitely figure out what is going on a server level. What is happening with it? What is it missing? Is there any best practice to do? And you will, if you drill down, it will take you directly to the issue and will tell you what to do. وتعطيك حتى reference material to read and study. Please visit Azure.com or Office365.com if you want to know more on Enterprise Ability Suite or Operation Management Suite. Go to Microsoft.com/EMS أو /OMS. كيف الوقت؟ تمام؟ طيب. Q&A. هي أو الأخبار.
Any questions? Either for us or we ask for each other.
Thank you very much for all this information. I'm talking as an old engineer who used to use the calculator. When I started to use my master, it was by punching cards. You have even not seen this one. And when with all the inventions, now a dream for me, it's a dream coming to me. But the problem what I have seen during my life, I consider this my life, that whenever the invention is big, then the disasters are big. Then thank you very much for all the information. I don't want to halt this meeting to ask you about how will be the disasters, because now everybody will be open. With all the social media we have now, a hacker can enter and there and know what's happening to my family and my friends and my homes and everything. I don't want to go through this one, but I want to know exactly what are the characteristics of people that will use this cloud. Because I used to be tackled by some people, by my general manager on the 18th to Now, there's two things. One, the first issue, what are the characteristics of people? Because basically in the Middle East, we have to change, I think. This is one of the person. The second one, what are the problems which we'll see or be tackled in front of this invention. And number three, which I'm expecting this long time back, that the IT will guide everything in the world near the nanotechnology. Then how will this complexity or this issue will go, and how we can understand, how can we survive all such issues? Thank you very much. I'm sorry about that time.
Very good long question. الفكرة هي طبعا لو انت بتقطع كلاود لازم تكون solid on security. طبعا security لها tools. وبالتالي لنفرض حطيت advanced threat analytics. advanced threat analytics ممكن يكشف لك الانترنال هاكر والاكسترنال هاكر. مثلا حطينا بايلوت في احد الوزارات. And within 24 hours they discovered that one of the users of IT عم يعمل download تيرا بيتس اوف داتا وهو ما له حق. سحبوه اخذوه على الاستخبارات investigation what are you doing downloading ولا مين. So when you want to go cloud, you want to be very alert. You want to have the right systems. Multi-factor authentication is a must. ليه؟ لأنه if you go the phishing concept where you can go and be busted by going from one side to another, you can only block it by having the right multi-factor authentication. يجيك SMS أو كول هاي الكود داخل على السيستم.
واضح الكونسبت بتاع المالتي فاكتور اوثنتيكيشن واضح ولا نشرح زيادة؟ يعني let me give you. When you go and work on the cloud, if it's private cloud, it's clear, right? Private cloud معناها أنت you're building the data center yourself, and you're making this available to whatever your branches or geographies or whatever you want, right? But this is straightforward, صح? This is private cloud. However, when we talk about the public cloud, اللي هو I think related to your questions. Right. Let me tackle it from two ends. If it's private cloud, it's your responsibility to secure it. You are in your home. You are in the middle of the ocean. You're swimming alone. You are on your own to secure it. Right? Yeah. Public cloud, we rely on the security of the data centers that you're subscribing to. Be it Google, be it Amazon, be it Microsoft, be it Oracle, be it IBM, you choose. All the flavors there. Right? But what I'm saying here, from our side as Microsoft, and I think a lot of the vendors, I mean, these are big names. All what I mentioned are big names, are incredible. We are working on IT industry levels to secure. And I can give you from our data center side, we have a document for ISO security and standards, 68 pages. The summary of it is 68 pages, so I can send it to you, PDF file, to tell you the layers of security that we are going through. And this is something when we say ISO certified or any other entity certified, it's not us who are reviewing this. Is the independent security, the most credible associations in the world review us. It's not a de facto, okay? It's not something we create, right? So, coming to this, what we are saying, let's say that in public cloud, knowing that, unless it's God who's coming to come and open this, no one can open it. Honestly, and I'm telling you on the level of the data center. However, when you go and access the service, how do you access it? And this is what my colleague, Engineer Abdullah, is hinting on. When you access the service, you provide a username and password to access the service, right? So we are speaking about the hackers going and trying whatever they want to do to get your credentials, right? So having the ISO security levels on the data center, and it's very secure, and it's like more than the maximum security prisons in the world, that's one thing. That physically is secure and hackers cannot go direct to it. Okay? But what we are saying, password. You can build the most secure castle in the world, حصن منيع, وادي المفتاح to someone and it's not secure anymore. And that's what we are saying. You need to secure yourself from hacking your information, especially your credential of accessing sensitive areas in the business. And that is the example we're talking about. What are the things? If you receive emails, you get an email with a URL, and we are saying that, let's say, Office 365 Advanced Threat Analytic will detect its hardware. But what if the hacker is too smart and giving you a good URL that will take you to another good URL that will get you to another good URL that would route you to a harmful URL? The technology is like that. And then you will end up with a login page and password, and you, out of goodwill, you provide your credential, and people take over your password, and that's what we're saying you're not secure. So what do you do in this case? Solutions we are providing. You set spam filters, additional spam filters in the IT admin tool. We have this under Advanced Threat Analytics to secure yourself from spams. That's one. This is kind of entry-level ABC. And then you go into Advanced Threat Analytics under Enterprise Mobility Suite. And then multi-factor authentication, which means you cannot access the service out of your organization domain until you have a second and third factor to access. So username and password is the default, right? And if you are an identified user within the organization, you are trusted because you are inside. خلاص, you get your badge, the security allows you can access the domain, you're in. خلاص, no problem. But when you're accessing your corporate domain from home or from the hotel over internet, and you enter only username and password that could be fished out with phishing, and someone took your password, he can simulate your identity and take whatever they want and send to the finance manager and transfer me $500,000 or whatever, right? But what we are saying that the multi-factor authentication, other than username and password, you go and say, if I enter outside my domain and enter my username and password, we will tell you, hold on a second, let me verify if it was you or not, I'll call you on your cell phone. And answer the cell phone and then I'll let you in. And this is a second factor. And you could add SMS, and you could add another email, and you can add, and that's the multi-factor authentication we're talking about. And look, it's like what we spoke at the beginning. The more you go into this open environment of technology, we get advantage, but we have to secure our premise, and that's what it is. I think we took more time. We are willing to take any more questions. The good news, we are in the same city, we're living here, we can get together again, inshallah. But for now, it's your time, let's ask the questions.
Okay. How are you on time?
لا خلاص, we're exceeding the time. Let's give the... 5 minutes? طيب, let's ask the questions then. You want to start, Abdullah, or Jawad?
Jawad has a question.
طب we take one more question.
One more question.
One more question, yeah.
No questions, so go ahead and ask.
Yeah. طيب, the first question I will ask is, anyone who can name for us 3 business productivity pillars. And this is not technology related, this is in general. What will define business productivity in the modern workplace or in the workplace in general? Just give me 3. 3 pillars. Okay, gentlemen.
Office and portal, email.
So the applications is one, and the portal is second, and the third?
Email.
Okay, portal and email. This is 3. Okay, great. Thank you so much. You can join me here to take this gift. Congratulations. Your last second.
يلا لما حكينا عن enterprisability suite قلنا it does 4 things. أعطيني 3. Yes. نجم. عندي مكان.
Oh my. Skype for business.
لا. enterprisability suite أنا واحد من الأسئلة. كان في سلايد عندنا 4 areas. والأخ هون he went into deep debate about it and discussion. طيب. I need 3. Automation, yes. Yes.
And security.
فهم 4 حكينا عن availability وحكينا على rights management حكينا عن automation وحكينا عن advanced threat analytics.
ثالث واحد is about Office 365. Give me 3 services that we are offering. أول واحد مين؟ أنت أوكي طيب تفضل.
Skype for business, Change Online, Project Cloud.
Okay. 3
Yeah,
enough. Okay. By the way, for the people who are interested in Project Cloud, tomorrow we have a big event in the Kempinski. Any of you are welcome to join us. We have BMI, Project Management Institute, will be with us. And we can talk about project management in detail since you brought Project Cloud. Thank you. Thank you so much. In the meantime, we would like to thank you. We just wanted to give a glimpse. Usually we take this in multi-days, to go over it. We have workshops, if any of you, in any of your organizations, we organize workshops to put you in what we call immersion experience, to experience all these technologies hands-on. With Microsoft, you can come in our premise or we come to you. So again, if you like to experience anything hands-on, we can bring our devices and you can see the technologies in action, not just presentation.
شكرا. أداء الشكر للمهندس عمار الرابع والمهندس عبد الله ويتفضل المهندس هشام شفيق التقني. والآن نحصل على قسط من الراحة لمدة ربع ساعة خلال صلاة المغرب.